Primary election results are nearly finalized. The numbers have changed since August 19th, but the results haven't. In two closely watched races, Perry Dozier will square off against Cheryl Cox in November for Walla Walla County Commissioner. It'll be Bill Grant versus Terry Neely for State Representative. And John Lorman will step up to the Superior Court bench in January. Read all about it in a story today by Andy Porter. Well, it took a century to spawn this celebration. Spring Chinook salmon have returned to the South Fork of the Walla Walla River, 500 of them. Add to that number 300 fish that were outplanted, and you have 800 reasons that organizations gathered at Harris Park Tuesday evening to cheer their success. Reporter Carrie Chicken adds historical perspective in her story today. Carlson Vaughan Lee Travel's heading off in a new direction with a name change, Travel Leaders. Vicki Hillhouse will guide you through more details in her Strictly Business column today. Also, just one more day to nominate one of a kind, a woman of distinction. Vicki says Seroptimist International of Walla Walla and the downtown Walla Walla Foundation want to honor women who work to improve lives of others in the valley. Find the nomination form online at seroptimistwwv.org. It's a little cooler and wetter in the Umatilla National Forest, so officials have lifted restrictions on campfires, smoking, and motorized travel. But our reporter Andy Porter says hold off on those activities in other areas for the time being. While you scope out the lay of the land in Waitsburg starting this weekend. 28 Acres is a show by Seattle artist Kitty Ritzenthaler that opens Saturday at the Ammo Art Gallery. Kirsten Thielander writes in Marquee today that the display engages the imagination and inspires dialogue. And it's quite personal. The sculpture, drawings, and pyrography are inspired by forested timberland in the Olympic Peninsula that's been in Ritzenthaler's family since 1968. Also in Marquee, read that BJ the DJ will be sweating to the oldies at the Milton Freewater Public Library Friday. And this month, due to the popularity of the film Mamma Mia, ABBA tunes will be highlighted during what's known as 3 hours of cheap, trashy rock and roll. You can say thank you for the music starting at 7:30 p.m. And be a super trooper by returning tomorrow for another edition of the Daily Byte.